Twitch is up. All right. Alrighty, so go ahead and feel free to join my game, and we will get this party started. Let's see. Let me go ahead and host the game and put it and pause it so nothing happens. Let's see. And let me actually turn off the stat unit graph. That's gonna make it to where I can't see the mini map.
User entered your channel.
All right, so quick drive-by for people that are joining. You're going to go to Steam Experimental. You're going to opt into Circ HQ on the Betas tab. If you don't see it, close and reopen Steam to force it to get it. Once you're opt-in, you launch it, you press Escape, and then there's a navigation window on the far right center, and you just hit Join Dev Game, and that will automatically throw you into my game session. So everything's been mostly automated, just to cut down, what you guys have to do to get in. Let me just go ahead and turn the game down a little bit.
I made it in time. Let's fucking go.
Oh, who's in right now? God, we gotta add those names.
I'm literally joining this instance.
Oh, okay. I see someone's helicopter just sitting there.
Hey, this is Max.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I just joined.
Oh, you got the alarms.
Yeah, the
Nice.
alarms are back in from what we had.
What's the objective here? Are we going in and it's just the same as usual?
Same as usual. We're just trying to just play it, see how it feels, see what kind of bugs you guys run into. As far as I know, I fixed all the crashes. We shall see. Because I've been literally just kind of hunting it down. There is an issue with the muzzle flashes. We redid the entire muzzle flash system because the previous system was a little too expensive for network travel. So now they loop. But if you're playing as the operator and you hold down the trigger, you can get the muzzle flash to loop indefinitely. I have to fix that after the playtest. It's functionally acting weird, but for right now, it's okay for a playtest. So just be aware of that, as the muzzle flashes might be a little bit weird for this playtest. But other than that, we're just trying to see how it feels. Are the guard towers working? How's the building? Are the walls causing crashes? We added in socks based off of rarity level, like in Legacy. So you have green low, yellow medium, purple high, just like in the Legacy version. We have we had a client-side prediction for the shooting for guns. So now it's a little more responsive. There should be no more crashes. I'm going to emphasize on that. But it doesn't hold up to Krieg. We'll see if Krieg is somehow able to bring it all down again. But we'll see. I'm being optimistic.
Give me 5 minutes.
Give me 5 minutes.
Got a bug.
What's your bug?
So I selected these engineers and I started running with them. I hit tab so the camera would follow the engineers, and now the cab is like right up their rear end, and you can't
is that
zoom
you?
up into the sky.
Yeah, I see you. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll write that down. I know tab is kind of intermediate. Just don't worry, don't use tab for right now. That's on our low priority list, but we will fix that. Okay, so we have people in. The guard towers are functioning. That's good to go. Let me go ahead and turn off stat unit so I can focus on playing and not trying to debug. And then let's see. How do you guys want to play this? You guys want to take a team to purple and then another team goes to yellow? What's the order of the business? How do you guys want to operate this one?
I focus on building the base and earning money.
Okay, so you're focused on the center. Let's see, Krieg, what are you doing? Are you doing base defenses?
Yeah, I can take a team elsewhere because we only have 3 people in currently, don't we?
I think we only have 3. The problem is the operators don't change icons right now. So if someone does sneak in and grab an operator, you won't know. And speaking of that,
All right then.
I need to hide the operators here because if we lose all of them before someone joins, they're going to be like angry faced. So I'm going to move your operators back because the spitters tend to swipe or no swipe them. They'll come in and they'll just immediately kill them before you even have a chance. Let me ask you guys a question real fast. As you guys are playing, is your camera getting any kind of micro stutter, any kind of jitter?
Negative.
Okay, so it is host.
It is slower on the scroll speed.
The only problem I have with the camera is that large radio satellite tower in the middle.
Yeah.
It blocks my camera movement when I try to go past it.
Oh, that's intentional.
I thought we could clip.
That was so you couldn't bug the camera out because a lot of people would love to like we made it to where every object just blocks the camera across the board because otherwise people would get into weird situations and then report them as false bugs because they were able to like see under the map or whatever. So we ended up making it to where every object just blocks collision for the camera. So that is intentional.
As just a suggestion, whenever you have a private testing area, reset that because quality assurance type people, they can use that camera to find bugs.
Oh, because then they can look outside the map or whatever.
You can do things above and below the map to see if things are penetrating or falling through. Just all kinds of ideas.
Okay, I hear you. I'll have to look into that one because we don't actually have a console command for that.
For anyone who's an operator, there is a medical tent and munitions tent.
We did add it so that the local clients can now see the resupply radiuses. So before, only the freaking host could see the resupply radius of the ammo tent and the medical tent when an operator that was controlling them personally would walk in their range. So that is now fixed as of like last weekend. Well, technically this was last like 2 to 3 days ago. So now it's a lot easier for you guys to know, am I going to get ammo from the barracks? Am I going to get healed from the medical tent? Because before it was just, you were in the wild, wild west. You couldn't tell. In the possess an operator, you select an operator, and then you type in possess first operator, and it will auto-complete. We're going to try and get we're going to try and get that console command out very soon after we fix the critical bugs and everything else, because we need to add a button, or an ability rather, where you can just click on it and then click on the possess, and then it just does it that way. So it's something that's on our agenda. It's a little more lower priorities. We're hunting down the crashes, the stability, and the bugs. And just replication issues like desyncs. So, could we have in here? We have 3 so far in. Who are we still waiting for? You got Flowers, everyone else still downloading?
I'm in.
Alright, so we got
I wasn't able to opt in for some reason. It's not there for me.
You close and reopen Steam?
I have done it 3 times. I'm now just waiting for it just to turn back to the regular beta to see if that fixes it.
Okay, hold on. It's that bug where I have to flip-flop it. It's so bloody annoying.
You said to go into operator mode, you hit enter and then type in possess.
You hit tilde, and then you basically select a operator, and then type in possess first operator. Okay, restart your Steam now, Flower. And you should see either test or search HQ.
Steam, reopening. Properties, data. Okay, I see it. Test.
Excellent.
Dark, I sent you a crash report the other night, and I don't know if you saw it, but I had about 7 items.
I'm pretty sure we fixed that crash report that you sent me. You'll have to let me know if you get it after today's version. Because I looked at it and I forgot to reply back. I'm sorry. But that crash was rectified. What's that sound? They're running everywhere. But basically,
it's cool. Yeah, that's good. But the orange cones were costing like $2,000.
Oh, yeah, I can fix that. I'll take care of that.
I believe that all those decorations should be less than $50.
Oh, you're right. They're just aesthetic. We did add health bars to the standard infected, so if you select them, you can actually see their health instead of trying to guess. Damn spitters. Our operators are getting shredded by spitters on the left side.
I'll change it up so there's a better turret defense there.
Okay.
Yes, I'm also building fences and turrets.
Did you guys already put on the auto resupply for the turrets?
I'm doing one of them now.
Okay, I gotta write that down as a bug report. Is that when you're getting MO, it's not making a sound, so you don't know. So, fix audio resupply sound effects not being called. Okay, yeah, because that's just annoying. Like you get the MO, but it's just not making the MO click sound that it makes in Legacy.
I am hearing that.
Oh, so
I'd
you're
like to-
hearing it.
Yeah, I am hearing it.
Okay.
So the other day I tried to go into options and turn the music down so that way I could focus on sound
Oh
effects.
yeah, the options do not work. Like literally, the options are completely broken. I need to just take that button off for the time being because they don't do anything yet. That all has to be skinned and converted over to the legacy one. So just be aware of that. It's like you figure we are aware of that. It's just we're trying to just focus on the gameplay and this, and then once phase 1 is done, before we release it out to like the average user on Steam or whatever, we have to port over everything. The old main menus, the pause screens, the options, and do them a little bit better. Because we wanted to do what a couple of newer games do, where they show pictures and videos, so you understand what the settings actually do. And you don't have to be like a game dev Duro to know what is anti-aliasing or like lighting resolution, whatever. So we were going to do that just to make it a little more easier.
Pause.
How are we getting access to the co-op build?
You basically go to Steam. Did someone pause the game?
Mhm.
Oh, there we go.
Someone did, yeah.
Yeah. So you go to Steam, you right-click on the experimental, and you go to betas, and you opt into the Circ HQ beta.
Gotcha. The beta or the experimental version. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the regular one.
Yeah, you got it. Everyone has the experimental version one by default.
Yeah.
Will someone want to come with me to go secure Bravo?
Yeah, sorry, where are the operators to take control of? Where are
I'll find you one. Hold on. They were over. Yeah, there they are. They're by the
okay.
shield.
You said which key do you enter to go operator mode?
Select the operator, hit tilde,
Yep.
and then type in possess first operator. It's a console command for right now. We're going to make that a button or
It tilde?
tilde. It's the key above
It's a-
tab.
It's,
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Little squiggly.
Can someone make us a gate right here?
yeah, I'm finishing up the wall. Yeah.
Another suggestion, can we make the operator an item that can be selected by building in the barracks?
Yeah, that's something that we're going to look into because we haven't we're not going to add in a call-in system until phase 2. So we're going to have to put them in the barracks as a temporary solution, or at least we might have to just break that rule because you figure what the hell is the gates not
I've
open?
got I closed it.
Oh, you locked it. I
'cause
was like,
infected.
okay, yeah.
It was infected.
We're gonna
So-
have to add an icon above it for operators so they know the lock status. Okay, we're gonna have to do that, like a little lock icon that appears over it.
I'm locking you out now.
Oh, that's nice.
Is there any reason why pressing tilde with the operator selected wouldn't work? Or should I just have to restart?
So you
You
selected
built that wall.
So
Nope.
yeah, I've got like one of the operators here, Cassandra Yates,
Uh-huh.
selected,
Uh-huh.
pressing tilde, which is above tab.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
after you
And then-
press tilde, you got to type in the command.
yeah. Possess
Yeah, I'm
first operator.
I'm not getting any like any box.
It's in the very very bottom. It will be tiny. So once you press
So
that tilde key, you'll be already
So
typing
you're not
in
seeing
that.
the console window popping up.
Yeah, that's
Press
the
tilde
issue.
twice. Press it twice because it's very small in the bottom left of your screen.
Yeah, there's like no
Hey,
change.
can somebody open this gate so I can go out?
Oh yeah, can someone open the gate in the front? We're trying to push out on the left. Can we get an RTS player to come with us with an engineer? We're trying to build over there and take over the next point. We're Okay, so for your thing,
Gates open.
just to elaborate, so you press tilde, and then
I've
hit tilde
pressed
two
tilde, yeah.
times. Tilde 2 times. One goes from the top, the other one goes from the bottom. So the more times you press tilde, the more times it changes positions. Do you have a European, a German keyboard? Do you have an American keyboard? What do you have?
Oh god, European keyboard.
So you're most likely it's a keyboard combination, and you're gonna have to look that up. Because if it's not an
Okay.
American keyboard, then you're gonna have
Oh,
Try
hold on.
shift and then at, or where your apostrophe is. Try that. So the left one from your hashtag key. So shift and the at sign. Try that.
How do you
Yeah.
run?
shift.
Shift. Thanks.
Why am I getting the? There we go. Turn that off. Okay. Oh, you guys are still building up the northern front. Is that an operator right here? Oh yeah, you're an
that's
operator.
fine. Yeah.
Okay. Someone
I'm
do you have an
finishing the
RTS player
building.
that can come with us? Oh, we have 3 operators.
Is there any other RTS player? Or am I the only one?
There's 2 RTS players from what I can see on the mini map. We just need someone to send an engineer over with us.
I'll
Died,
come
we
over
don't have
right
a
now.
barracks yet.
We do have a barracks.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Oh, there's a
Yeah, I've
crap
got
ton
everything
coming
put
over here.
down.
It's so dark
Yeah.
on that area, I can't see the barracks.
Yeah, I'll get some lights put down after I finish this top wall.
I'm clicking
I'm gonna
all
go back
over
and
the
get
dark
ammo and
area of the
health.
base like crazy.
What area of the base is dark so I can look at what structure composition you have? Can you mark it?
2 lights. The lights are on the north and west side of the base.
Got you.
Yeah, because I didn't want to put a fog light, so I was going to put the smaller lights down. Where do the engineers go?
I
Should
was
I just
saying,
lose them?
I was saying that we need a barracks
yeah.
because I don't have any more engineers.
Yeah,
Can't
there's one
find
right
a
there. You
barracks.
should be able to see it. It's right here, in the middle. Dead center.
Okay.
My screen is so dark. It's like a horror movie.
Let me write that down.
Greetings.
Ammo, resupply
alright.
boxes sometimes randomly run out.
So build some engineers and then send them over by the spotlight so I can see them.
I wonder if your issue. So your lights aren't turning on, is what you're saying?
No.
I'm
I'm
assuming-
just saying that somebody told me there's a barracks, but it's not in the lit up area, and I can't
It's
find
right
it.
there. I'm assuming your lights are not on because it's in the most lighted up place.
No. I've got 2 lights that I built, and they are definitely shining their light out toward the zombies. But in the dark side of the base, I can't see any buildings.
So you don't have. Can you
Well-
take a picture?
It's on the medical tent side.
What can you see? Like the barracks, like
Like,
if
all
on
I
the comm tower, is there turrets all around it and guard towers and a bunch of
All I
fog
can
lights?
see is the SOC has its own very dim lights. That's okay. I can see the 2 spotlights that I
Yeah, I think
built
it hasn't.
that are next to the comm tower
I think
and the
it's
guard
You haven't
towers.
made
They
your
have very
piece,
dim
Right
lights.
Yeah.
behind the
Yeah,
comm
you
tower.
take a
by the
picture.
SSD.
Craig, can you
Yeah,
take a
I think
picture?
you haven't made your piece thing.
Craig, take a picture and then
And show it him. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
both of you
I'm
take a picture
streaming
of
my
your
screen right
perspective.
now.
Yeah, let me because I need a picture so that way I can compare and contrast and figure out what got lost.
Because I think everything's down. Oh, really fucking showing my CCTV camera. There we go.
How do you switch weapon and operator?
1, 2.
Thank you.
Okay, so do we have an RTS player that can come with us yet or no? Creek?
Yeah, I'll come over now.
Okay, let's do it. Operators.
Let's do it. There'll be another RTS player joining in 4 minutes.
Yay!
So dark.
Oh yeah,
So
press your
dark.
F for flashlight.
So dark. The screenshot I just posted shows 2 spotlights that are working, and the rest of the base is dark.
But are the structures there? It's just the lights aren't on.
I can't find the
No, he
structures.
doesn't
I
have the
click on them,
structures.
and I don't get any kind of like a. I don't get any kind of like a. What do you call it? A highlight when you select a building.
Yeah.
I click all over the dark area, but my mouse is just not landing on the building. If it's there, I can't see it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you have a desync. That's what's going on because we have the base like completely built now. There's a central one.
That's weird. Okay, so that's gonna be high on our bug list going into this week. Is we have to figure out how that's even possible.
I was using
Doc, can
2
you see my
engineers
screen?
until one of them died.
Yeah, I'm looking at
and
your
then
screen
I
right
had
now.
then I
see
just
that?
had a single engineer. I was
What is that?
repairing something.
It's shooting in random directions. It's happening with the turrets as well and AI.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the pistol, right?
All weapons. It's not just pistols, watchtowers and turrets.
Okay.
I think
fine.
they
Yeah.
destroyed the SOC. I see a blueprint
Oh shit!
Move that.
and a power outage.
Move that unit to me. I'm right here.
I-
That you see on
I
your
just got
screen.
kicked.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Try reconnecting. I wonder if we just hit the server limit.
There you go.
Are you back in?
Describing a total server
Yeah, I'm back in.
desync.
It's not happening again.
Okay. Did you?
They're normal now.
You rejoined. If you go back to the base, is everything there for the structures?
Yes, everything's there.
So it's only on his side.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay. So I think there's a bit of discontinuity between people who are RTS and, well, just in general, because these walls are not how I built them.
So the wall
Like-
states aren't synchronizing.
So you see that it's staying full rather than this halves or the thirds.
Let me just take that down. Hold on.
You see what I'm talking about?
Leave that there for a second.
You can compare it with my other screenshot as well.
Why did it do that? Oh my god, Discord doesn't let you take a fucking screenshot of someone's share screen. Can you take a screenshot of that and DM that to me later? Like everything that you
Yeah, I will
see,
do.
and then I'm gonna go back and take a screenshot as well, so we have a
Dark.
comparison point.
Dark, if you try to do a screenshot with Alt print screen button, it usually works.
Or I'm doing F12
Yeah, but it'll be
right
on
now. on
No,
Steam.
Alt print screen is a little more powerful.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
it's all good. I got the screenshots. They're in the com chat.
Okay,
for
so
VC.
that is exactly what we needed, though. And then now that I have
Yeah.
his screenshots, I can look into all of those.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can't get that
The-
base set up over here, though.
I'm
Yep,
gonna
on my way.
exit the game and rejoin to see if I can get back in sync with everybody.
Yeah, see if that fixes it. All right, I'm
Do you
gonna-
recommend exiting the main menu or full exit?
No. You can just close out of the game and then rejoin.
Okay, I'm gonna exit to main menu option. Right?
Yeah, that one. Sorry.
Okay.
We got an ammo crate up. I'm gonna help you build over here. Let's get a vast up, and then we need to get some power.
Oh, it keeps on pausing.
I'm
You
testing
switch
the
back
landscape
from
system.
Operator to RTS.
Hit B for Bravo. Oh, we're both.
All
building
right, I
power.
can see. I joined
I'll help
back
you.
in. I see the
Um,
medical tent.
There's
I see
there's
a bunch of
another thing.
lights. It's all lit up.
Excellent. So
There's
let-
another. There's another thing when it comes to getting to another sector on this map. You don't get the initial you don't get more towers.
Oh, you mean
6
the tower
or
limit?
3. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Same
was
for the turret. Is that intentional?
that was intentional to have it to where each one had their own individual limit. The guard towers are limited individually, and then the guard towers, the turrets themselves are limited. But those numbers are stock values. I'm gonna have to go back to Legacy and increase them because I'm pretty sure we allowed 10 guard towers, and then we allowed
Oh, no, for
turrets.
the entirety of the map, rather than sector.
Also,
I thought it was sector based.
Dark. When I was building walls and guard
Double check
towers,
that.
I rejoined the game and they're all in a different location now.
Can you take a picture of that, please? And then just
Well, I'm seeing what everybody else is seeing right now.
That's the one. That's the one I built. So they're the walls and
Oh.
towers I built. So you didn't have anything that I built, because I built the entire base. Basically, there was nothing else being built there.
I mean, there's even some holograms. Did you guys ever finish these walls?
There's on the right hand side of the northern point.
Yeah.
I didn't finish those 2 walls because you wanted me to come over to this base.
Oh, sorry. Okay, hold on. I'll get an engineer to fix that.
Joining in.
I'm building an engineer right now to do a lot of base.
Do you
I'll do
see
base
those
repairs.
holograms for the people
Alright.
that joined in late?
What holograms?
The holograms on over here on the right.
Yeah, I see it.
Yes, I see
the
that.
right one.
Okay, making sure.
Oh.
'cause-
Yeah, the one with the little sword above it.
Yeah, because
Um,
that wasn't working. Sometimes when people would join it after they were placed,
What?
they wouldn't recreate sometimes.
Alright. Are we aware that whenever I try to use the primary, it switches to my secondary? It doesn't let me shoot the primary.
Are you out of primary ammo?
I don't know. I took
Bottom
control of this
right?
guy. I figured he
Where are you?
had
Hit Control R and mark your point.
control.
Okay, come to you. Do it again. Okay, I see you. Is that you? Is that you right there?
Yep.
Yeah, you're at ammo. 0-0. Look at your bottom right. Go to the barracks behind you. I just flagged it on behind you. Go there, go to its radius, and it'll resupply you.
Okay, and then I also noticed when that turret on the corner right there,
Yeah.
when it was shooting, the flashes were off to the side and it was not making
Oh,
any
so now we
noise.
got
Yeah, the
siren
muzzle
wave is
flashes.
coming.
Yeah, I put that in there. The muzzle flashes are buggy. We just changed them out last
Then
night.
Discord is
So
just dropping
we
out.
do know of that. We're going to be working on
Okay.
that going in. That's literally after this playtest. I'm going to work on the muzzle flashes and fix that up, and then work with the artists that made them because the turrets are buggy. And if you hold down the fire, it'll loop it. So it's like it's a whole another thing I have to like clean up.
I built an ammo tent.
Gun is
Yeah, that was it.
Oh my god, that's so fucking loud. What the hell?
What gun
Holy
is
shit,
that?
there's a.
I paused it.
What the fuck was that?
Someone changed it out to the MCX. That was the gun I needed Michael to change the sound attenuation on. Where is that unit?
Jesus
we,
Christ.
we need to change his weapon. Who is that?
I have like here shooting on my side constantly.
Which unit is that?
Yeah, it's just a visual thing. Oh, somebody's still using it.
Yeah, well, which unit is that? Does anyone
Is it the
know?
watchtowers? It might be a watchtower. It is the watchtower. No, it's not.
So, Dark, are you aware of
Oh, it
placing
crashed.
walls and the wall turns red and you can't rotate it around to get it outside of the inside of a building? It's overlapping. You have to drag it further away and then you end up leaving a gap.
You got to record that.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Are you putting it directly next to a building? Because it's wherever the snap point is of what you initially placed. That
Okay,
if
I'm
it's
restarting the
latching
server
onto
back
your
up.
building's
I logged that
mesh.
crash.
Yeah, the
it won't
problem is
build.
that the wall spawns in like in a blueprint mode and it's aiming in a certain direction, let's say north, and you're trying to drag it
Posting.
to the right,
Join whenever ready.
toward the east, for example.
All right, there you go. Everyone's in. Build the base. I'm gonna take some notes down, and then yeah, please give me a recording of exactly how you're doing that, and then we can fix it. I just need to
Yep,
see the
doing that now.
particulars. And then the operators are fresh over here. We start with 8, and then there's one operator intermingled over here.
Okay, let's.
That's a lot of people in here. Holy crap!
There's already a barracks put there who was putting a second one down.
Oh yeah, we're good on that. This is interesting watching it.
Out of money immediately.
Right?
Is there collision on the operators?
Yeah,
damn it.
yeah, there should be.
I mean, like operator to operator.
No,
Are we able to walk through each
you
other?
should be able to walk through each other.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to run. I got hit by spitters hard.
Oh yeah, the left side is getting hit hard. You can, if you're
Yeah.
playing as an operator, you can change your attachments if you want to guess integers by saying set current attachment, and
Well, they
then
work now.
they work for the most part. I mean, there's the same they were before, but the magazines are useful.
I think I just backed for myself visually.
What does that mean?
Are you
Like, I
shooting? Is your
shot
gun
once,
shooting still?
It just keeps shooting visually.
Yeah, I know about that
Yeah,
bug.
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh.
we've. Yeah, it happens for turrets as well.
Yeah, the muzzle flashes were redone last night, and we're still in the progress of implementing it. I just didn't want to pause the build because of it. So we do know about that bug. After this
Yeah, sure.
playtest, I have to go work on the muzzle flashes. Let's see if we can assign those operators.
Is there any medical tent?
Did someone just delete one of our operators?
Yeah, that was me, Max, and I've tried like every button combination to get the console to come up, and it's not working.
Wait.
It should be underneath your escape button.
Yeah, it's a
So
escape tab.
I've pressed tilde like a million times, something comes up.
Have you tried rekeybind it? Or I don't know if you can rekeybind that.
I did try. No,
Okay.
like,
what kind of keyboard did you say you had? What's the model?
it's a Corsair. It's like a European one. So
So
someone said to try the at key. Which I
yeah,
have
shift
done.
at.
Shift at.
Keyboard for tilde.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what comes up for me there is more like a debug menu. There's
It's
still
the
nowhere
shift
to
plus the
actually-
backtick key.
That's the debug menu.
Yeah, to most Corsair keyboards,
it's
the tilde
just for
key
me.
is typically found in the top left corner below the escape key, and offers features requiring pressing shift plus the backtick key to produce the
Yeah,
tilde.
the apostrophe.
On some
Yeah.
models, the tilde might be accessible by pressing FN plus escape.
Okay.
You are just infinitely shooting.
You might have to Google that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Press insert.
Is
Press enter.
Actually, no, that won't work. Never mind. That's
That'd be
that's
the
an
funniest thing
editor
in the
one.
world.
Fuck. I'm gonna probably have to add the console to another key for European users because I didn't realize that tilde is so complicated. Because on American keyboards we have a key, but for some reason on European keyboards they make it be a key combination, and it's like not obvious for some reason. Because you know what I mean? Like tilde was back in the day from Half-Life 2. No game ever really requires you to use that anymore because that's a way of cheating. So every game typically always packages their game without a console nowadays. Unless you're playing Bethesda.
Somebody's trying to take my engineer and won't let go of it.
Uh-oh.
No, they were my ones. I didn't know if that was a bug or not, or if that was a person.
Oh.
We're definitely going to have to add a system for that.
Are the
Yeah, that'd
RTS
be
guys
nice.
able to take control of any unit, not
Yeah.
just operators?
The RTS units can take control of any unit at any given time. There is a control mode. We're just not using it right now. If we turn on the
Got it.
control mode, if you build a unit, it's your unit until you gift it to another player.
How are you going to be identifying? Like right now, I'm looking on the mini map. I can't tell myself different from anyone else
That is one of the polish items we have
as
to
an
do.
operator.
Oh no, you're
Okay.
absolutely right. Like that is literally on our list. Right now, we're just focused on the gameplay, and then we have to figure out the online connectivity and like, because right now, if I switch it into GIF mode, it shows your Steam ID, not your actual main ID, like your username. So it's like one of those things that we have to figure out how to talk to properly after we get all of these like initial base gameplay bugs situated as like the icing on the cake.
Who deleted
yeah.
the security operations center?
Wasn't me.
Ah,
It's not
we
needed.
didn't need that. Nah, we don't need funds.
I'm just watching and taking
Oh,
notes as you guys play.
it was deleted. It was deleted because we had it at tier 3. Now it's back to north.
Hey, Dark, I think I figured out the problem with the wall. It is a problem, but if you have an existing wall and you try to add on to it, you will snap to the very end of the wall, that little snap point,
Yeah.
and then that changes the direction of the next wall you're going to build. But I did take a short video. I'll be sending that soon.
Yeah, send me that video.
Maxim, you're also drawing it in the wrong direction.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you with all the gunfire.
You're drawing the walls in the wrong direction.
I'm drawing in the wrong direction. What?
Yeah, so when you're building a wall, I'll bring my engineer over so I can show
Yeah,
you
he's
what I
saying
mean.
that the top of the wall is facing the wrong direction.
So,
There's no
but
shift.
that as
Oh
well
yeah,
as
well I'm
in
just doing a test.
Oh yeah, there's no rotate.
it's
flip mode.
it's also like when you're building, if you're building in the other direction for when
Yeah, I
you're getting near
understand
to a
I understand the wires going the wrong direction, but
I'm
Yeah,
not
just-
saying
I'm
that. I'm saying when you're building close to a building, what you're talking about before. Do you see my hologram being red? Or does that
yeah,
not
I've
come
had
with you?
multiple problems with that. It's going in.
Yeah,
It's like
if you
the
build it
wall
the
is
other way
flipping
around.
north, south, east, and west.
Yeah, if you
I
have
have
it
a
the other way around,
question.
you have closer
Perhaps get
proximity to it.
One engineer, and
I
we
can
could
barely
collect-
hear that guy who's trying to talk to me about the walls because his microphone and he's speaking soft and there's a lot of gunfire.
Oh. Wait, you still hear gunfire?
Well, I mean, there's various times when noises are happening and I can't hear that one player.
Oh.
I can't really hear what he's saying about the walls.
Okay. I get what you're saying, Krieg, and it's something that we need to improve, is that when you build from certain directions, you have a bias.
The direction changes a lot.
Yeah, like it's better to build from left to right than right to left.
Yes.
Because of the way that the
Yes.
builder works. And that's something that we need to fundamentally improve, which is why I'm like, yeah, we need to fix that. Because it's buggy.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily buggy.
The
it's just
precision
bad
rate that
design.
comes with it as well. It's more of a point snap point, because it's if you rotate your camera, you can build in the same direction. It'll be better than being in the original way around.
So
that you were.
Krieg's the one who's trying to talk right now. He's like super quiet, and I don't know if he can turn his volume up, but
He's
And
off
you
for
should
me.
be able to right click
I
on
can.
him and turn his volume up.
yeah, I can do that from my side. But I was just suggesting that I don't know if he
he's
can
loud for
boost.
me.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go check my settings.
I
Now.
gotta document that. So the turrets aren't auto reloading. So
Do
the
we have
turrets
stuck units?
Where?
Horde? I think like here, the zombies.
There's a medic system, so it will automatically kill them if they're stuck. But we can go out and look for them. But regardless, one of the biggest things that I did from the last playtest we did on Saturday is I added a system where basically it will say that if they're not going towards their destination, it will kill them. So then that way we don't have to go out and actively look for them. And if they get stuck, it will kill them. Kind of like what Killing Floor does as well. So that'll keep
Kriegs,
your
give me a
momentum
voice
moving.
check real quick.
Baja Blast.
Okay, good. I got
Are
you
you
now.
a Taco Bell man?
I want to ask when
Yeah.
possible
I love
if perhaps
Taco
we could get an engineer and we could with all operators.
There's no money. Someone's spending all the money, so I'm gonna do operator.
We need to rotate
Oh.
out some of the units we have around the base because they're out of ammo almost. We need to move some
Well,
of
I
them
know
back
I've-
to the barracks.
Well, I know I spent some money recently just to get the security operations center back to tier 3.
Okay.
I'm currently out of the game, so you can take my engineer until I finish the video.
Okay.
Okay, can I have someone move engineer, mark them so we can escort them as operators, and we could move to the next
I
area.
got you. Let me find an engineer for you, and then I will task that with you. I'm looking. Oh, got
There
one.
should be
Here,
one
right
over
here.
here.
Okay, I'll take that
Yeah.
engineer. Let me take him to the medical tent and get him top. Actually, no, he's fine. Okay, you guys escort me in, and we're going to the left side or the right side?
This is you, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys do it, but I know how I keep track of my engineers. I have my engineer on a hot group.
Oh yeah, it's so useful. I'm gonna do that now. Control 1.
Okay, mark if you see any horde coming.
Oh, they're literally
gonna
coming
be
from Bravo, so they're gonna hit us dead on. Wait.
Yep. Okay,
Oh, some of their names are duplicated.
we got contact.
Let me write that down. Let me clear out this debris to give us some more momentum
Alright.
area to move around.
Build. For now, it's safe.
Alright,
Can you
I'm
build a
moving
medical
engineer.
tent? What we got?
Let me get the sock up, and then I'll immediately get that up for you. All right, socks up. Placing down
How are we doing on ammunition?
the medical tent. I'll get an ammo tent down for you guys. Hold on.
Okay, moving. Can we?
Let me get out of the way.
Okay, I got a medical tent coming up and an ammo tent coming up, and then I'll get a base up and some turrets.
Yeah.
What's gonna
Powers
be
are
the,
global, right?
I can't see shit.
it's gonna be the max co-op player count?
Right now,
Make sure you press F
right
when
now
you're
we're-
aiming.
We got movement.
I'm getting some spotlights up so we can see what direction they're coming from, and I'm going to build some generators. Right now, we're aiming for roughly around 10 to 12, but we'll see how things go. Because it seems like everyone wants us to go for the higher player count, and then we just limit it on smaller maps sometimes. Because we were originally going for only 4, but then we've started testing it with like 6, 8, 10, and it actually is pretty fun and holds up.
We got spitters. It's you.
Alright, spotlights are up. And we got a power system up. Oh, well, hold on. I overtaxed the grid. Let me get another generator up. It was guarded a little bit longer.
Alright.
Alright, there we go. Let me get the walls up, and then I'll get some turrets
Moving
in.
to heal up a little bit.
Alright. Get a turret there, and we'll get a turret there to cover the 2 ways they get in.
The main base is holding up, correct?
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
It seems fine on the minimap, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get a wall in now. Actually, I'm gonna try out the double gates. So I'm gonna build a double gate right here. Oh, god damn it. We're gonna have to increase the amount of power that you get from the small generator because, like, the small generators are so useless.
Question, looking from the top, can you see any areas that we aren't currently covering visually?
Let me see. Technically, they can come in from the north, but they won't because they're headed towards the center. So the only thing we have to worry about is Hold on. The only area we have to worry about is here and here for them to come from. I'm actually going to make the game harder going into this week. I'm going to add spawns along the entire perimeter, so that way we actually have to defend more. So right now, because I know where they're coming from, we're fine. Let me get the walls up.
One of my last operators had like a drum mag and a scope. How do I do that?
You have to type in the console commands to get it. Set current.
Like attachment, and then it will show like top 4. You can have the muzzle, magazine, the rest. To my knowledge, the drum one is 2.
Yes. The muzzle and the foregrip should affect your recoil to a small degree. They require balancing. Until when the UI is put in, we'll tweak that up a little bit more. Oh, they're getting hit in the center hard. The operators might want to go back. I have this under control.
Right.
Moving.
Can you mark us where you see them?
They all did. They
Did you
actually
hit
just
most?
got deleted. Like, it was over here. They were getting attacked from 3 different directions, but it looked like they held it off. What we'll do
For when they
is...
thought they had a lag.
Oh, no, you're good. What we'll do is after I get these walls up, we can head over the purple and get that one. That's the high tier income.
Alright.
You know what would be nice, Dark?
So-
If only the host can pause games.
I'm starting to think that as well.
Yeah, because
Total War
I
does
have a
that.
lot of memories of all older games.
Total
of
War
people
does that.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you figure people become so accustomed to doing it. And that, or I think Total War, do they do a voting system, or is it only the host that can do it?
I think they have like a you can set the setting whether or not if you want to do like the ability that one person controls it, or if it's set by person.
Okay. I'm going to have to look into that one, because you figure it is like, I feel like the host should be the only one that can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you're playing in co-op, Slovo
the-
and the everything isn't needed as much. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
Total
think we
War
can bridge
is
here.
turn-based mostly, so
Yeah. Damn, they broke in on the south.
that's why they can pause it. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, that entire wall segment got destroyed.
Yeah, the turret isn't firing.
Is it out of ammo?
I've been refilling it. It says 667 rounds for me.
I am at the south.
That's weird.
You might want to turn on the
Do we
auto
need an
reload.
engineer here to
Hey,
fix up.
just so I know what button not to push, which one's the pause one?
Escape. You can't pause
Escape
the
or
game.
You have
escape.
a tall wall missing.
Yeah, you can't pause the game in multiplayer anymore. I fixed that already.
Oh, okay.
I've got it.
Like a week
Yeah.
ago,
So-
we'd get people that would pause the game and it would actually pause it for the whole world. It was hilarious. But no, I fixed that. We're good. I'm going to upgrade
It
the
ruined
sock
my
over here.
build.
Yeah, I know, it literally did. Okay,
Yeah, it
so,
literally did.
all right, so I upgraded the sock
Fine.
over here. We should be good for a
Could you
defense.
get walls put on these sides just in case they do have the smarts to move around?
Yeah, you're right. Because if someone baits them over here, we're boned.
Then the moment those generators get hit,
It's a wrap.
this entire side goes down. Yeah,
Let me go ahead and clear this truck out of the way to give us some more line of sight.
I'll keep you covered.
Okay. I'm building a spotlight so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, god damn it.
Power.
Oh, hold on. Get on
Power.
the
I've only
wall.
got one gun. I'll hold it. I'll hold it.
Wait, they're going around.
They're actually going around.
Actually, no. They're trying to hit the wall in the corner. Hold
I
on,
don't see
turrets are back
anything
up.
moving here yet. Where do you have them? Oh wait, here they are.
Let me build
Yeah, it's
one
real
more
good.
spotlight there. And then, how are we doing on power in this grid? We're at 25. We're going to need to add a
Yeah,
little bit
you
more. I'm gonna
add a
build
large
big one.
generator in the middle. Add a large one.
Doesn't
Just
Yeah,
'cause-
you're right.
I built another large one in the middle.
I'm building a large one here. Or rather, a medium.
Did they
That's a
crack?
medium.
The medium should be good. Yeah, it's like 300.
Hello. All right.
Yeah, the spotlights are only 50, but
The turrets.
we
are
have
like
you're not
Yeah.
adding any.
I'll rotate
Yeah.
them out. I'll build a large and then I'll delete the medium one. Okay,
Yeah, or better yet, you can actually remove these small generators and build a large in their place
you're right.
for
Let
our
me see what our
space
power distance.
conservation.
What are we at? We're at 425.
So we're at 425.
We should be good to delete these.
Yeah, you're good.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
you got
gonna go ahead-
125 reserve.
Let me go ahead and build that large here.
There we go, perfectly.
There we go. All right, large is up. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the medium. What are we at? 1,000? Yeah, we don't need that much. Okay, so
Yeah,
then
500.
let me
Perfect.
get the turret in. We'll get
Walls.
one vast should be enough. So because we still have to save some for the other area.
Yeah. It's going in the air there. You might want to restart that one.
Yeah, we have to fix that.
Yeah. There we go,
Okay, there we
nice
go.
and tight.
Damn, today the dorms in there are just so shit. Have everything jumping, at least the infected.
Okay, someone deleted security operations center in the middle again.
Who keeps deleting on a sock?
Oh,
Would be nice if we have a log as well of who is deleting or creating
Yeah,
certain
we're
things.
definitely gonna have to do
And
that.
have them separated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, having those separated so we can see the specific of deletion.
Yeah, there's gonna have to be an activity log, and that's gonna have to be pushed up higher, and there needs to get we need to get the other admin features online.
In the future, a rep system might be nice, just a simple downvote and upvote as well.
What would that do?
In the circumstance that this is, finalized, it's like a way future thing for co-op sessions. So
So
someone has
another
minus
idea,
points.
Yeah.
If
Dark,
someone has
instead of
minus
making
points,
a
they
log,
can
instead of making a log, you could make each item
I'll just type it.
owned. It's owned by the person that built it, and only he can delete it.
That might get annoying if someone leaves though, or if they go AFK. Then you mean like
Yeah.
only they can delete it, but anyone can build from it.
So anyone can use it, but you can't delete other people's buildings.
Let me marinate on that one.
And then the failsafe for that is if they leave the game and they log out for the night, that building can then revert to whoever wants to take ownership. Click on it and say, reassign.
Yeah.
Just have the host be in charge of delete only.
That'd be the host should have a delete power at all times in case they need to remove somebody.
Yeah.
How do you turn your flashlight on?
L.
Thank you.
With L or F?
L. For Lima.
Mine works for Foxtrot.
So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's it-
F. Sorry, Foxtrot. I'm sorry. I'm retarded. I was thinking of the wrong
so
system.
one thing,
Okay, yep,
although
yep.
I do have a shitty internet today, but I have like situation where I have hologram on the wall that is completed.
You show me? Where?
Yes.
Where'd you flag it? Oh, they're getting in over here.
Yeah, like here. For me at least. Well, although I do just had internet issues.
Can you mark it again?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see your minimap thing.
Yeah. So if you see on the stream,
Let me look at your stream. Okay. Oh. Where is that?
yeah, like here. Although I did just had issues with like
Yeah,
internet-wise on my
I
side.
also see like hollows.
Oh.
Everyone is seeing hollows.
Yes.
Send me pictures.
I see like a whole wall that's like trying to be built or something.
Yeah, send me pictures.
Yep.
And then it looks like they broke through this wall, but I'm gonna repair it. There's an operator still here guarding. Is that a player or
Yeah,
AI?
that was me.
Oh, okay.
That was me.
Okay, I'm gonna get the wall back
Let's
up.
go back. I'll
We're
go back. I was
running
gonna
some
see
of
if I could see the hell.
the guys
I was
would go
gonna.
back to an ammo tent.
I was gonna see if I could see the hologram because
Oh, I also have on this side.
it might be
like turret.
it might be a connection issue because
It's a ping thing. We have to hunt that down.
yeah, I thought as much.
I know I'm seeing a hologram over there at the middle right.
Middle right.
Yeah, here, just give me a moment. I'll send a picture of where I'm seeing the hologram. That's in the general comms chat for you.
Okay.
Yeah, Doc. I put a paragraph of what I was trying to say. Hologram on the right. Is that where you were saying?
Yeah, if you look at the general comms chat, you can see the picture.
Let me look at it.
It's been built for me. I can see it. It's definitely a thing. Oh no, wait, hold on.
No, on my screen it's built. I'm taking a
Yeah,
screenshot
no.
of that on my side, and I'm gonna pair those together in
It's
the bug
built
report.
for me, but I can see the hologram inside of it. But that wasn't there when I was first walking up. It was built, but when I got closer, the hologram phased in.
Where do you want this fixed?
Oh, set them in generals com, and then I'm going to catalog everything. I need to write that
Like this is what I was saying, like a whole wall being built, but the wall apparently isn't there for some people.
I think I know what that is.
Like he was seeing like this one piece. I'm seeing like a whole entire wall. Yeah, I
Is
also
there
see the
something
one
being built
piece,
here?
but
Or not?
uh,
Question: Is
what?
here something being built?
There, I was
Yeah,
working on
motor
trying to make a motor pool there. I placed it down. My engineer started to work on it, and then my engineer ran off. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's
Oh,
coming.
then probably it's gonna skycrane, right? Never mind.
Yeah. My engineer ran off to go do something else afterwards, so I was like, "Oh shit, what's going on?"
No,
On
they
right.
just called the skycrane.
Yeah. So it's should be finished now.
Yep. Right. Do we have enough troops and ready to do the second zone?
I believe so. Let me take an inventory. I have to leave
You
at
know
least
what,
one engineer here for emergencies. We need to get another engineer to go right.
I can send my
Doc,
engineer from
So-
the main base.
I have a theory for that wall, by
I
the
am
way.
What's up?
Right, so that wall is a good chance that someone was already building it and then the engineer went off to go build something else or was selected by another person. And then they went to add the wall back on. So it's a double layer of two walls in itself because the holograms don't distinct. You can build on a hologram with a hologram. Because I've done that multiple times, building walls when we had our single player sessions together.
Write that down.
Because I didn't think it would be an issue, but if one wall actually was built, then you do have the issue of a hologram being underneath the wall that you built after trying to redo it, rather than right-clicking on it for the engineer to complete it.
Hey, Dark, another suggestion too
Yeah.
on the mini map, maybe having a north direction.
Oh, have like an N up there.
Yeah, that way, you know, when you're telling guys go south, go.
Oh, that reminds me. Let me get y'all's opinion on something that was been stewing amongst the team lately. So we were wondering what you guys' opinion would be on this. So there's enough people here to get a good gauge. Is that because like you figure the programmers are going to be fixing bugs and hunting down things for phase one for the next like week or two easily, as for what you guys are finding and everything else. So I guess the question would be is to give you guys more content. Because pandemic map doesn't start till phase 3. We were thinking as a compromise is that while we're working on finishing up phase 1 and starting phase 2, the level designers could go back and back convert all of the other horde maps basically to support co-op from legacy and then upgrade them and make them look a little bit prettier. So then that way you guys are getting some more co-op content to play amongst yourselves when we get to the point of having a server browser and everything else. What do you guys think of that? So we got one, the nice, what else do you guys think?
Can you run that down and pass me one more time?
Okay. What I'm basically saying is that when we get to the point of we're working on finishing up phase 1 and phase 2, once Alcatraz is done, I'm thinking about instead of having them go and work on San Francisco North, since you guys can't immediately get that content anyway until we get to phase 3, have them go and work on porting over the old legacy Horde maps to this SDK, so then that way you guys have more maps to play.
Do you reckon that when it comes around to phase 3 that they would have the map finished kind of earlier than a lot of the other stuff?
I mean,
Or
the
would
Horde maps would
that kinda
probably
be
take
one of
them
the final
about...
things?
Each Horde map to get augmented and get playable would probably be a couple of days. To actually one-up them and make them look better would probably be a week or 2 per map. Because they both do
Right, so it wouldn't totally slow down.
Yeah, of course. This is more so just... I'm just brainstorming it based off of working on San Francisco North is a long-term engagement based off of it's a very large map and there's a lot of like detail work that needs to go into it. So it's like, but in the short term, it makes more sense theoretically to have them port those maps over, give you guys 3 to 4 other Horde maps to play in co-op, and then that way you guys have a little bit more content and for us to buy a little bit more time to get to the point of doing the Horde pandemic. That's a bug.
So if I can cut in for a second, Dark, you've got people that have been screaming for 5 years, in Steam forums about, there's no progress and where's the proof. But if you put out a bunch of maps really quickly and then go back to working on the longer term stuff, I think you'll do yourself a lot of good.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
Yeah, they'll do good for videos.
I also agree.
I also think polish.
I'm wondering if I didn't just now broke AI on the Horde on this side. And also, another thing is I have found a spot, at least in this side, where you can go around. And I think I'm untouchable by the Horde at the moment.
Can you ping that, please? Okay.
You sitting on that ledge? Is that you?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. The spinners could kill you, but they're the only ones.
Yeah, also, I don't think they are moving, the Horde here, now that I'm currently present here.
They're trying to get to you, and they don't know how to. So their response is just to freak out. If you get off that ledge, they're going to fix. I have to get my level designer to fix that. That ledge should just push you off. You shouldn't be allowed on that. Because that's...
The way that got here is through here, pretty much.
I'm going to screenshot that and send that to my level designer.
And as there's a wall, they're pretty much here.
Okay, I sent that over. Okay, yeah, no, I know exactly what you did. He didn't intend someone to do it in that way because you shouldn't even be able to stand on that. That ledge right there is fine, but the ledge on the left is where it becomes a problem.
Like here.
Yeah,
this one.
It's too the collision. Yeah, I don't know. The collision. I'll have to tweak that. Let me think. And on top of that, the infected should have known that they should have tried to get as close as possible to you. So the proper valid thing would have been to collect under you. Like right there. That's what they should have did.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, but like the AI does need a little bit of finessing for a day or two. So we haven't touched the AI in the better part of a couple weeks. But we're just working on Cirque and the gameplay and all that. So like that's one we have to iron that out a little bit of all the new improvements. Let me note that though, because I just saw another bug and I gotta take a screenshot of it. Is the stocks ammo drop comes in wrong. It actually drops at a weird... There it goes. Screenshot that. Sorry, I have to pause it. Hold on.
All good.
I have to document this bug and fix this tonight because this is going to piss me the hell off. Is that for whatever reason the socks are dropping in not straight down but at a weird incline.
Are you guys at Charlie now?
Are they?
Some of us are, yeah.
Okay, let me just screenshot that. It's uploaded.
There's movement to Alpha, so.
I'm headed over. I'll bring over an operator if I can find one that's not dead. Ah, there's one.
Now with your new rebuild, Dark, have you guys fixed the pathing for the Bradleys? Or sorry, the Behemoths and the Bradleys?
So the vehicles have not been started in any capacity yet. So right now, our order of operations is going to be, that's going to be in phase 2 towards the end. It's going to be the helicopters, it's going to be the ground vehicles. The ground vehicles will be a direct port and then we'll build on them. Because the ground vehicles essentially were pretty close to being done. They just needed probably another week or two of just vetting. And then the helicopters will be rewritten from the ground up to actually fly properly. So how it's going to work is Phase 2 is going to be the doctrines, the airstrikes, the call-ins, the passives. And then it's going to be the vehicles towards the end, because we know that's what's going to take us the longest. So we can try and frontline as much content consistently coming in on the Horde maps for co-op. And then we'll have that long pause before we introduce the vehicles again. And it will be like, because when we do the vehicles, we're going to do it to where we test not only the RTS aspect, but the operators have to be able to drive every single vehicle. So we're going to kind of have it to where there's going to be like probably a week or two where we bring in the Humvee, and we bring in like a tracked vehicle like the Abrams, and then we basically get it working from the AI aspect. And then we get it working from the operator aspect, so you can walk up to it and press E and drive it. And then that will be like the first build, where we have like 1 or 2 types of like a vehicle, just to test everything. And then once we're happy and those systems are working, then we'd phase up and add in like the Striker and the Striker. Then there's the, oh god, I'm having a brain fart, is the Bradley. There's a bunch. I can't remember off the top of my head. But the idea is it'd be, JLTV. So like we'll do 1 or 2 of a type. The same way right now we only have 1 or 2. It's the assault, engineer, and the operator. Because each 3 of them bring unique characteristics to the game that allow us to battle test a vast majority of combat. And then once we're happy and it's bugless, then we'll scale up and bring in the other classes in the next week or so.
So
are you saying that your operator is able to pick a class
No,
to be able to operate as such?
No. The operator will be able to. So when we're talking about the operator, they're going.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so like fuck. I guess I don't know if you remember this game from Battle from Middle Earth 2 Hero Creator. Do you ever play that? Like that?
No.
It was an old RTS that EA Games made for Lord of the Rings. The idea is that as you
King, you can make your own hero.
Yeah, you make your own hero, and that's the idea of the operators for RTS and TPS. So that aspect is them. But what I'm talking about is like when we do the vehicles, we'll be testing for them being able to drive. Now, I don't know about the helicopters, because the helicopters have a more complicated physics module than vehicles. So most likely the helicopters will not be directly drivable, and you'll have to rely on an RTS player to ferry you around. Hold on.
Okay, so I got one here. I got the motor pool open.
Yeah,
the option is to destroy it.
What?
The only option in the motor pool is to destroy it.
Oh yeah,
there's no vehicles.
There's no vehicles right now.
Okay. That's
cool.
Okay, so we got a crash. Let's see, what time is it? Do you guys want to do another run, or how do you guys want to do it?
Sure.
Okay, we'll do one more run, and then next time it crashes, I'm going to go off to fixing bugs because I have enough data. So let me go ahead and host another game. It's back up. So just to clarify, no one here has gotten a single crash all night?
I got one.
You got one crash, Chris. Like you sent it to me. Okay, let me go pull that up so I can log that. What was the crash you got? Oh, it was your video card crash. Yeah, that one I showed you about. We can't fix that until Epic fixes it in 4.5.26. It's an engine bug with the video card of Niagara. I'm gonna see if we can mitigate it because it's the muzzle flash for firing. For some reason, with your video card, it like miscommunicates on a flag. I'm gonna see if I can look into that a little bit further.
See, I wonder if there's issue because it's currently on laptop, and if it's perhaps using integrated instead of the main graphic card.
That's possible. I mean, I know that with Unreal Engine games, there are a lot of issues with using the integrated one over the dedicated one, and that when it switches, it can cause crashes on its own because it doesn't understand like use this one. In your management app, you can actually set it to primarily use your dedicated one. Like if it's an Intel, if it's like a NVIDIA card, you should be able to go. Yeah, you should be able to go into your NVIDIA app and say always use my dedicated. If you Google it or ChatGPT it, it will give you the instructions on how to do it. But I know I've done it before because I have a gaming laptop that I test the game on occasionally. I cannot imagine how chaotic this is going to be when you start off in Pandemic. The sheer amount of players are just going to want to go off in every fucking direction.
It's like Chelsea's just gonna scream in corner.
No, literally. Because like you figure we're planning like for the first stage 3 and pandemic, we're planning on focusing a couple weeks just on each lieutenant and Chelsea to give them like abilities. So then that way like they can wreck your face. Because right now they're just a standard infected with greater health and a greater damage for melee. Like there's nothing that actually makes them act like Mercer from Prototype, you know, or like Wesker from Resident Evil, like abilities per se. So once we add that to the lieutenants and Chelsea, they'll actually make you, oh wait, maybe I should turn around. They're going to kill everyone and I lose the game in the first 5 minutes. Besides just a cheap trick where they jump on your helicopter and self-kill everyone. That was like a temporary thing we did because everyone would just get the helicopter and then bully Chelsea all game. So we ended up making it to where they could jump on the helicopter and kill them and scuttle the whole chopper. But that was more of a temporary solution, a band-aid over just actually writing a more sophisticated AI for them. So then that way they understood, just run away. Throw objects like in Prototype. You don't have to jump on everything and insta-kill them. So that was one of the things that we were going to do, is going more in the route of like Prototype for like... Oh, we have a breach on the south.
Ah, I see, nice. I will say, I'm currently checking the options, and it appears like for Cepheus, it was using the integrated one automatically instead of the graphic card.
That could be why you're getting that solo crash, is that your integrated card doesn't know how to interpret the instructions. Because basically, it's an instruction set that Epic wrote, and your video card just doesn't know what to do to read it in some cases. It's random.
Yeah, appears like it. Right, time to change.
You could also try updating your integrated. So I don't know if most people don't know this, but you need to upgrade the driver for your integrated one, and you need to upgrade the driver for your dedicated one from the manufacturer's website. If you do that, it'll actually improve the communication between them.
Oh.
So like Windows Update does not typically get that. Typically they're always outdated by months, sometimes even years, because Microsoft does the bare minimum to basically update their driver set, and they require you to go out there and proactively find the drivers on the manufacturer's website. So just be aware of that. That might actually help your stability on your system on all games.
Oh, interesting. We'll need to check.
Do I have any juice left? I do. Okay. Juice in terms of soda. How are we doing? We still don't have enough money to actually push out yet.
We're going Bravo.
Someone in Twitch.
Holy shit, finally got more FPS. So that's why everything was so slow.
Oh, that means it will probably improve your performance in other games too. Because it might have been accidentally like switching.
So Dark, my video is processing. I overlaid some text in each of the minutes where the issues were visible, so you can read the text right in the video.
Okay. Oh, are those two operators up there guarding? Are those players?
Nah, that's me.
Oh, goddamn. We have to add like some kind of indicator, I swear to God. At least the base minimum so we know people are those.
What you could do too is like if people were playing as operators, like their skin would change, like their camo, so you know it's an operator versus a RTS.
That
or you could put a ring around their feet.
There needs to be like a little.
That or just make them like all black or something, you know, just somehow change.
Well, we don't want to change the camo because people are going to have their own appearances. Because right now, you guys are playing as Cassandra. No. Veronica.
Yeah.
No, Cassandra.
Cassandra.
You're playing as Cassandra, and Cassandra has two or three skins, and then there's Veronica, and then there's the other 2 or 3 guys that Michael made. And right now, no one has the ability to change the mesh right now. So when we do that, though, it's going to be, you're going to want your color, your aesthetic, or whatever on your character, because they're all male characters. So it's one of those things where, yeah. Oh, by the way, what do you guys think of the bullet drops when you shoot?
There's a bullet drop?
Yeah, if you look at if you look at this operator, there's bullets dropping out of his gun as he shoots.
So are you're just talking about spent casings?
Yeah, sorry, that's spent casings. Sorry. Yeah, it's bugging out right now because he's holding the trigger. I have to fix that after this playtest. But every unit, if you're on high to ultra graphics, they'll automatically spawn bullet casings that come out of the gun when they shoot. And so do your RTS units. Sorry, not bullets. I meant bullet casing. Sorry. If we go for the purple, we'll actually get more money than going for the yellow. This one right here.
Oh, zone A over there.
Yeah, zone A actually is a high income zone. So if we go for that, we'll have a better chance of actually making more money and being able to build a base quicker and more easier. Let's see. We have some operators heading in that direction. I'm going to grab an engineer. I'm grabbing this engineer and I'm going to follow them over to that area.
All right, can
only
you mark
crouch,
where the
right? We
engineer
can't lay
is
down?
so we can actually go there?
The engineer is right here.
Ah, all right.
I'm going to be outside over here. And then I see an operator over there. Right over there.
here.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm posted up.
Okay, I'm
waiting.
headed over to the operator that's down the street on our left. He's right over here hiding by this truck at the bottom of the ramp. Oh, I guess.
Okay, Dark. The video's on general comms.
Okay. I'm gonna sit back here and guard with the RTS guy and help you guys out. You got an infected behind you for the operators. Definitely gonna have to spend quite a bit of time on that muzzle flash system tonight. Okay, I'm moving down to build a sock. Let me go ahead and just run. Alright, building the sock. When we get a little bit more money in, then I'll be able to get some walls and turrets up. So I'll just rely on you guys to kind of help guard me. I'm going to clear out some of the cars around us so we have better sight lines.
Also, scrolling the mouse wheel to zoom your camera in is extremely slow compared to moving your camera left, right, up, or down.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put that down. Yeah, I noticed that too. We have to improve that. Okay, so can I use some money or is someone saving up for something? Oh, someone's already building a guard tower here.
I'm about to build an engineer if nobody complains.
Oh, you're good. Someone's already building a guard tower here, so I guess I'll build a guard tower on the opposite direction.
Also, I do wonder, because I was able to before get in a car. Wonder if I can repeat it.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, we can't afford it yet.
Phasing through.
Oh. That's not okay.
I'm waiting for a little bit of money to come in. There we go. What? Nope. How much do I need? Oh, 2,000 for the guard tower.
Yeah, I
That
do
is
like
so
that circle
weird.
idea that you can't change camo because then you know it's operator controlled.
Yeah, I think the best way of doing it is to have the name needs to change to the player.
You know you don't need to build it right there. You can just use the barracks for ammo if you're going to be that close.
Yeah, he's right. The barracks does resupply ammo. The only thing you actually need is a medical tent in the starting area. Okay, I got the guard tower up, and then I'll have my NG. He's auto coming to help you on yours.
I just stopped my NG from dying to a random spitter killing off.
Oh, let's see. Does that connect under? Yeah, it does. So we're gonna have to close
So
that
Dark,
off.
I just found a bug.
What's that?
When you click on the barracks and then you right click on the property, the little red flag is the spawn point.
Yeah.
And I was able to put the red flag right on top of the sock.
They'll just move to
Yeah,
the
that's-
sock. That's intentional.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll just move. You can do that to units too. So if you wanted someone to be built and go to an operator, and that operator is actively moving across the map, you can right click on an operator and he'll follow the operator until he touches them and then stop moving. So like that's intentional.
Yeah, but it's just funny because now the red flag is floating in the sky
Above the tower, right? The structure?
above the SOC.
Yeah, that's intentional. That just means that they're going to rally point to that structure, and then you have to give them
Yeah.
an order once they arrive. It's just that you can
Okay.
see it clearly.
Okay. Yeah, because now that it's gone nighttime, being up in the sky is kind of difficult to find it. It's not like lit up or anything.
it would probably require a missive.
Do me a favor and then click on the barracks and then look at the flag over
Oh,
the
I
sock.
can't see your rally points. Rally points are unique to each player. So
Okay.
you have to take a screenshot because like the idea
Or
is
you
that,
could do it. You could just do it yourself, right?
let me try that. Hold on.
Yeah, make your own click. Because now that it's nighttime, different kinds of visual issues.
I can see it. No, can you take a screenshot? I can see it. No problem.
It is starting to be a little bit more lit up now. I think maybe somebody turned on a bit more lights or something.
I'm not sure.
So yeah, I'll screenshot it anyway.
Okay. I got a medium generator. Wait, how do we have a deficit?
I guess it's 2 spotlights and 2 small lights is a bit much. Make another.
What is our deficit?
The money?
Oh no, I'm saying our power.
Oh, power.
For some
If
reason,
you've already started building and you haven't got
is
them
there a gate
completed,
here?
you can
Because
still
it's
go
not
in a
working.
deficit.
I'll get
there's
you a
gate.
gate.
There's logs.
Is the. Is it
Yeah, so
called-
build a tier 3 gate.
So Dark, what I did was I moved the camera and the little flag. The little flag is really skinny
like two
from the
magnets.
side view.
Uh-huh.
So a suggestion could be to make those flags more 3-dimensional.
Okay.
I think the skinny thing is better because if you played a lot of RTS, you might want to be able to see
How do I find?
units.
Yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
it's just one of those things where it's like it's also dark out, and if your camera is just in the right spot, you can't see the darn thing because it's like from that angle, it's skinny. But you know, that's a minor issue now.
I think it comes down to a personal preference for that, and that's one of those things where we're gonna have to look into that and figure out what the base.
Oh, you know, you just gave me a great idea. If a player sets his option to see his flags in 3D, all the other players could leave it as default. Each player could have like a set of preferences, and that falls under like the accessibility kind of thinking.
Okay. Why is it still flagging red over here? Is that a tier 3 power gate?
It was working fine, and then I've obviously put 2 more thingies, so I guess we're just using a lot of power.
No, because the zone.
Oh,
Let me delete all of them. I'm curious. Oh shit! It's because we're outside the line.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's why I put a small one just outside the line as well.
Oh yeah, you guys are over there. Yeah, that's a problem I noticed when I tried building.
Okay, I'm gonna fix that tonight. Is I'm going to expand that radius to cover our build area. So let me take a screenshot of that because these zones were made before the map was made larger. I
thought it was intentional, so I never said anything the last playtest.
No. That needs to be fixed
So,
tonight.
so somebody was trying to build outside the zone. Is that right? Shouldn't that have been disabled?
Technically you can. You just there's no power that goes to those zones because technically those are dev zones. In Pandemic, there's never a zone that doesn't have there's never a location that never has a zone associated with it, and Horde is the only mode where there are areas where there are no builds, or rather like you build out this area, you don't want to build outside the area because it's a bad idea. So like I have to kind of tweak that a little bit more. Technically you're right, I probably should just make it to where if you're outside the zone it always fails. I have to crowdsource that because I don't know if I want to shut that off completely just yet. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that tonight, and then
Well, you know, generally when you give a player the ability to do something, even though it's not great for gameplay, they'll do it anyway, and then they'll cause issues. And then you get a lot of false bug reports about it.
Yeah, there's a breach here. Oh, someone got it.
Yeah, I just reported it. But
Do we have an engineer take care of that? Oh, you do. I'll have to look into that tonight and figure out what the conclusion is for that because I'm gonna expand the zone size and then I'm gonna leave it alone for right now for invalidating build locations outside of it. And then I'll have to come back to that in a couple of days because I got to focus on the high priority items like the bugs and everything else. And then that'll come in like a polish pass. Let me go ahead and upgrade these guys to the LMG. All
I'm
right,
just
so I use
imagining playing the main map with like 10 to 12 dudes.
well, right. I mean,
Oh my
that's
God.
the biggest thing is like getting over these hurdles of fixing the bugs, fixing the refinement of what you see, and then going into phase 3 and having it to where you're playing on San Francisco North. Because my goal is to have a 10 by 10 city block for San Francisco North as the initial playtest map, and then unlock more grids and more zones after we get the initial gameplay loop of civilian evacuations, dynamic civilian groups, the ambient civilians that walk on the city streets, and the infection and Chelsea and Lieutenant and alternate start modes. Like those are all the things that we want to build on that like smaller pandemic light map. And then once everything's good and it's bugless like this, well not bugless like this, but you know what I mean, then we make the map their actual real size. We add in Treasure Island and everything else.
So, Dark, I just figured something else out here.
What's up?
If I stop using my engineer and I click on the plain ground for some reason, like I'm looking at something,
Yeah.
he'll take off running and he'll fix something somewhere and I can't find him. There needs to be a button that says don't fix vehicles and don't fix structures. There means I think maybe 2 separate buttons for that. Like default, don't run away, basically.
You mean
Makes
auto
sense?
repair?
In other words, there's a button for auto repair in the main game. I'm not sure if it's in this game
It's
right
not
now.
in here yet. No.
Right. But what I was trying to say is that
Reach.
you can auto repair vehicles or you can auto repair walls and buildings, and there should be a separate button and turn them both off, and then your guys should never run away.
The problem is that if you do 2 buttons, it takes away the canvas from all the other buttons. We have such a limited space of buttons that I think that in Legacy, I'm pretty sure it's 1 button for both. And I'm pretty sure we're going to end up having to do the both because the same thing again. Because again, we have a very limited amount of canvas size down there, and we have a lot of abilities to put in.
Instead of using the canvas in the bottom right corner, you might make it a general preferences in the main menu.
Hey, we got a breach. I
Where?
don't know how to ping.
Oh, Control R, Control T, Control E.
There you go.
Hold on, I'll get an operator and help you. And let me think about that. Do we even have an operator still alive? Is that? Can I take that one?
What location needs help?
It's the south.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
got it.
I'm headed over there with an operator.
I'm building a cannon turret right there at the southeast or southwest.
Gotta pull back for health.
Gotta make sure I don't stand on the wall while you're repairing it. Can we get a gate here?
I built the gate just now.
Thank you. That way we can just check the outside for you stragglers. What is that? Oh, that's a dead body. That was a blow-up guy that was like slung over down the street. And I was like, is he alive or dead?
So what's the word VADS stand for? VADS?
Oh no. That was Chris and Dimitri. I know it's an actual name in real life. I don't know what it means. You just reminded me. Let me put that on the notes. Is that needs to be abbreviated in the description.
Oh, what event? It's just.
You mean like when you hover your mouse over it, you should get like a pop-up?
Well, like the Vash,
Yeah.
the title name should have like what it actually means.
So, VADS, if it's a thing I'm thinking of, wouldn't that be the Vulcan air defense system?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yes, it would. It would. You have it on destroyers.
Yeah, it's probably that then. That
yeah,
tracks.
It'll be that. You just call them shredders.
Is this gate locked?
Give you tetanus.
No, it's automatic, but just doesn't want to open for some reason.
Huh. Can you
The
manually
automatic
toggle it
mode
for
is
me?
on, but there's somebody standing in the southwest gate keeping it open right now.
Oh, can someone toggle this gate for me?
The southwest gate?
The east gate.
Toggle the auto mode on.
Yeah, just open the gate manually. I'm just curious so what mode was that gate on? Was it
It
on?
was in automatic mode. I see on when I'm hovering over the button.
Okay, I'm adding that on our list. Is that from now on, gates are going to have an icon above them, whether it be locked or unlocked, so RTS players and operator players can see at all times. So let me put that on our list. Gates need to show their unlock status in the world via an icon above them.
I have a question. Is this gate open or not? Because it's just not showing for me. Like, technically it shows it's closed, but it appears open.
Can you
could just walk through.
Oh fuck! Hold on, someone's killing me. Where are you? Northwest.
Here.
Where is that here?
This gate here.
Oh, you're not. Are you flagging?
Yes.
Yeah, your flagging isn't coming through. Are you on the bottom right or the bottom left?
It's at zone.
That's
Hey.
that more expensive zone we went to earlier.
Oh, okay. I'm headed over there now.
Dark, I found something else. So if you're mouse clicking to move your guy around,
Yeah.
and then you click and drag right over top of the socks, it brings your hologram way up into the sky over top of the socks.
Okay. So you
Got
still
it.
see the operator shooting at the air?
Yes,
I've just
I'm away to you
closed-
right now.
Yeah.
just
So
closed the gate
here I had
close
for a
you.
moment as an RTS there was no visible gate, but now it's physical. But I just don't know if it was present or not.
Oh, I built that
it was-
gate a
it
while
was-
ago.
The gate has just been open. Like, it's been locked open for a while. I've just closed it there. I've locked it closed.
Let me go to that one and then let me put it on auto mode and see if it works for you now. Yeah, it's opening now.
Yeah. It's because the engineer's been, like, stood there the entire time, so it just stayed on open.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's gonna get us killed. Let me move the engineer away from the gate so the operators can do their business, and we don't have to worry about bothering an RTS player to toggle the gate. That's the other thing, is that operators need to be able to have a console on the gate that they can interact with to change its status in real time, so they don't have to rely on a RTS player. So let me put that under the task sheet.
I just had a problem with the gate, the southeast gate. I walked up, I clicked on it. It said that it was automatically on, but it wouldn't open when I got close. So I had to turn it off, then turn it back on again.
And you were playing as an operator?
No, I'm an engineer. I walked up to it and checked it.
The
If you
gates
can-
have been a bit funky in general. I've kinda had
If
the
you
same
guys
problem.
can record or like document how it is that the gates are breaking and send those to me, I'm gonna try and hunt those down and fix those myself. But if you guys have any notes for that, please break the shit out of the gates and send me everything. I made a forums channel for tonight and for when we do the playtest or whatever, just for any bugs that you guys find for the Patreons or whatever. It's tagged in the announcements channel. So as you find bugs, just make a thread, tag me. Me and Derek will be replying almost every day, every couple of hours to help find the bugs and fix them. So yeah, because then that way you guys that keep playing this after the fact can still just keep reporting it, and it doesn't get lost in a channel if I'm not on at the exact same time.
Did the
that we
game
talk about
crash?
it.
Or just disconnect me.
Yeah, Dark, you might want to download that video I put up in general comms, because I'm not sure if you want me to put videos like this from the playtest out in public view like that.
You can just mark them as unlisted, or you can upload them directly to Discord, the channel.
You're saying I should upload it directly to your name?
No, what I'm saying is that you can upload it to YouTube on unlisted, or you can upload it to Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, and link that, or you can upload it directly to a text channel on Discord. Generally,
So when generally I'm already good with YouTube, but what do you mean by a text channel? Which one?
there's a bug report channel on Discord now. It's in the announcements from today.
So my main request was to find out from you, is that something you want us to put out on a channel that anyone can see?
I mean,
That's why he made the bug channel.
that's why I made
So
the bug
if you-
channel, so you can just post it
Okay,
there.
so only supporters have the ability to read the bug channel?
No, anyone can read the bug channel.
And that
Yeah, so
brings
go
me
to the
back to my
announcements.
point was, do you really want playtest videos to be out there that anyone who joins Discord
I don't
can
care.
start looking. Oh, okay.
That doesn't matter.
Because some quality assurance departments keep that secure so the public isn't seeing the broken stuff.
We're in early access. It's a nature of the beast. Like you figure, like there's going to be bugs or issues, and that's why we're hunting them down and trying to fix all of them now. And if people can't see that we're trying to actually improve the game, I don't know what else to tell them.
No, your podcasts do a beautiful job of keeping everybody up to date. I just think it's a little disconcerting for some players when they go, "Oh man, this thing has so many bugs." You know, they're not
of course.
like they're not well trained in how the process works.
Well, sure. But I think also some of it is just basically like people buy a game, they expect it to work. And even with early access, there's an expectation of that. But it's like, yeah, I see it both ways. I can level with people in terms of the expectations and what we do good on and what we do bad on. And that's why we're doing this now, is that we're not just going to rush ahead, go to phase 2, and then leave 100 bugs in the game. Because then we're making the same mistake we've made for years of trying to put too many features
fine
in.
tuning.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and delete. I'll delete the message with the video, and I'll re-upload it to YouTube for you.
Okay, sure.
We need, by the way, Dark, we do need permission in order to create posts there. So if you could make a tag role.
What the heck?
Yeah. So one thing, you remember the ledge area, right? So there's another one here.
Wait 1 second. You don't want to do it for the entirety of that category for Cepheus Protocol. You want to set it to that specific channel, otherwise we can make threads on all of them.
Oh, I made a thread. I made it so you can make threads in escalation phase.
A forum. A forum. Because it's a forum.
Yeah.
Are you done it now?
You're good.
Thank you.
Looks like Dev C has a power deficiency. Can someone unlock this gate so we can go head over to Dev C and back them up? Me and another operator are becoming one with the wall. Thank you, whoever did that. You're a G.
Yeah, you're a G. Yeah, okay, I opened the gate for you.
Yeah. Just go ahead and lock it now. We went through the gate. Yeah, thank you. We'll go back him up over here. We gotta add a laser pointer to the operators too, so you can see where other people are looking at nighttime. Especially if we add night vision goggles, that'd be nice.
The Force is trying to take my engineer away from me.
Jesus.
Yeah. So one thing, you remember that ledge area where you could stand and they wouldn't walk? There's another one here.
What gun is that?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be all the ledges.
Yeah,
the engineer's got a shotgun that sounds pretty good.
Maybe it's the shotgun that doesn't have the proper attenuation. Michael, I don't know if you're here. I'll put it in your reports channel in case you're not here. But please, for the love of God, find that weapon and add an attenuation node to it. Because it's one of the weapons that's mapped to the engineer, or the engineer, the assault, the operator, or it's the turret. One of their sound cues don't have a proper attenuation node set up. Who paused the game again?
Are you saying it's like too loud?
Well, basically what's happening is that someone put a sound cue and mapped to a gun, and it doesn't have an attenuation node on it. And what an attenuation node does is it tells you how far can you hear the sound away from. So without that node, it plays like it's next to you, like a 2D interface, yeah, it plays like
you're talking about a three-dimensional.
Yeah,
you're talking about the distance that the audio can be heard.
Yeah, right. It basically does that, like it's like right next to you instead of being like 3D. And audio is by default placed into the engine. Do that where they're not attenuated unless you add the node.
Yeah, I never. Talk to a developer about that term attenuation before. So it's like I had to figure out what your definition was.
Oh yeah, it's basically 3D audio. That's the simplest way of saying it. It's again, you dictate an inner and an outer cone, and then you dictate air absorption and a bunch of other crap, and then it uses that to determine like, can I hear this behind this wall, even though you're still within the inner and outer cone. So it's like there's a whole like range of things that you have to configure.
It's something you have to be very mindful of when you're doing sweeping of a building, because you don't want to blow your buddy's ears out.
Yeah, no. And in the case where there's not one set, it definitely does blow your bloody ears out, because you're like, what in the fuck? Actually, I have a question. Has anyone here joined in the middle of a game at nighttime and saw that none of your lights are on?
No.
There's the power outage.
They did that in the previous ones. We did have that in the previous times, but not at this present time.
Okay, so when you joined earlier and it was nighttime, all the lights immediately came back on?
All of the structures spawned in, phased in for my viewing.
Okay, good.
But exactly where they were. However, the walls were more elongated than I had them initially when I built them.
So the walls are simple. I know exactly what that is, so we can hunt that down.
Yeah, everything else was perfectly fine. Even watchtowers, and the lights came back on after they all spawned in.
All right, beautiful.
In succession.
Yeah, because I know
we have a breach. We have a breach in the south middle.
Coming.
Hey, Dark. So to get out of the co-op beta, you just go back to the betas and set it for none.
Correct.
Okay, thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get out of the beds.
What did you think of what you played? Have you played a build before?
No.
What was your read on tonight? How do you like it? What did you like? What did you dislike?
It wasn't bad. I mean,
okay.
I've never I'm more RTS than first person, so I was just dabbling with that.
What did you primarily play with, the RTS aspect?
No, just the operator.
Oh, what would you like to see improved for the operator to make it less of a gimmick for you?
It wasn't bad. I mean, just better access to like control schematics,
okay,
like rating your weapon, things like that.
Hey, Dark, my drone camera's right next to some of these turrets, and they're not making any sound at all. They're firing.
Okay, I'll write that down. So was there anything else that you want to like kind of give out from like a feedback standpoint for you to run away?
No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't
okay,
bad. It was fun.
I'm just trying to. Did you have fun though?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what's most important. Okay, because you were saying it wasn't bad, and I was like, shit, what did we fuck up?
No, it wasn't bad.
Okay, all right. So then, will you get a chance tonight, tomorrow, same time with everyone here? If you guys can leave your feedback or what you like and what you don't like in that new forums thread, that would also help me out for knowing what to focus on, and what you guys think are the biggest things that are like good and bad about the build, because that'll help me prioritize and figure out where we need to put more effort and time into. So, yeah, just keep that in mind.
You talk about the phase 1 rebuild?
Yes, in the forums thing. So when you get a chance, try and verbalize what you liked and what you didn't like. And that way I can read it and help me gauge what I should be prioritizing between playtests. Because what you guys write in there, I'm going to read and then figure out, okay, we can move this around. We can change this. We need to get that in sooner than I thought, because a lot of people are mentioning it's a bigger priority than I thought initially. Like that kind of stuff. That'll help me prioritize.
I think the number one thing I'm looking for is if I click on an engineer and I'm using the guy, my name should be over top of that engineer, as well as no one else should even be able to click on him, as long as I'm in ownership mode.
Well, we haven't played that mode. I can switch it to ownership now, but the problem is because we have so many units on the field, we'd have to sit around and divvy up units amongst each other. Yeah, because we haven't done that.
Yeah, well, wouldn't you think that every player that joins can only select one engineer at a time and the rest are just RTS controlled?
Yeah.
In other words, it's like being an operator, except you choose to be an engineer for that time. You give up the option to be an operator at the same time.
Oh. Let me that one. I gotta take another bug report. This structure's color is not changing when it should.
In other words, if somebody draws a square to do a mouse select of a large group of infantry, any infantry in that square that's already owned just should not move. The others are then selected and taken away and given orders.
The biggest thing is that I want to keep when you're in free control mode, the idea is that everyone's communicating and on the same page. Right now, we're in free control Wild Wild West mode. We haven't actually played in a full control mode, which is like what you build is yours and nobody else can touch your toys. So
right.
That's the biggest thing, is that there's a distinction there where we haven't played in the control mode because I have to get it. Because like right now, if I switch it, which I don't want to do right now because it's going to fuck up everyone's control, I only see your identifier Steam ID numbers. So we have to fix that. So then that way you can see your actual display names on Steam. once we get that in there, then you guys can start play testing with that, and then you would get what you want, what you're talking about. 'Cause nobody can grab your engineer away from you anymore. But like this is intentionally supposed to be the Wild Wild West mode, where it's
we'll get there. I'm not saying do it right
I'm
now.
trying to test one.
You're
trying
good.
to test with vehicle, like collision.
what are you saying about vehicle collision?
Like I was pretty much trying this one thing about getting on a vehicle, because on one last time I was able to get by myself on the as operator on a vehicle, but I will have to try and refine the vehicle to try and recreate it. So then try
He's
to
saying that
use
he'd
a
get
medical
through the
tent,
mesh.
the sandbags, to get on a vehicle and see if I can
Oh,
as operator.
you're talking about getting
He's just
into
getting on top of it. Yeah.
I don't know if I understand.
Like
the
he was just
question.
he was just testing that he could get on one of the debris vehicles that are stationed around the map. So he's just getting on top of one of the assets
Oh, which
by building
one?
onto it.
I
I'm
have a
assuming one of them that
screenshot,
got
but I
deleted.
would need to refine where it exactly was, and there's a chance we already deleted that vehicle
Oh,
while building, so I would need to probably run a solo to try and refine it.
okay.
But I will have to try and test with a vehicle and medical tent if I can get on another vehicle. I need to find one. Also, I wanted one regarding gate.
Yeah.
Is that I had a situation where I had like operator standing near it, not possessed. I upgraded the gate near it, and then it wasn't opening by itself. While the unit was near it, when it got upgraded, the wall.
The gate. And when did it ever respond after the fact?
After a very long time, and I don't know if perhaps another unit walked by, or if it was after just a long time by itself it fixed. So we'll have to try again and see.
Does that happen in
repeats.
single player, or does that only happen in multiplayer?
Like here with the gate.
Can you mark it again?
It was this one, but I will have to check another gate.
Let me
to see if
open
I
your
can
share
recreate.
screen.
All right, Dark. I sent you the DM with the unlisted link.
Okay.
So I have this wall right here, right? All right.
I think I know what wall you're talking about. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah. So I'm going to.
Is it a tier 3?
upgrade it.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was this one that's now working, and I just don't know what broke it, because last time I was like around with operator and just did not work after upgrading.
I think someone locked the gate.
No, it was no. I literally straight up like the wall upgraded straight to the gate, and it wasn't opening for a while. But I don't know what caused it.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
So, Dark, I sent you that report a couple days ago about parachuting. The barracks parachute comes down, and the barracks was next to a building, so the parachute went inside the neighborhood building, and the guy couldn't get out. So he clipped into the building. Do you follow?
Hold on one sec. That's in your video. Yeah, I see it. Okay. I will go through that tonight, and then I'll have to take time codes and put it on our task management software. So either myself or Derek. That's what I'm gonna do next. So for the next like 30 to 40 minutes, I gotta write down bugs, collect photos, and then document everything.
Sorry if I'm giving you too many too fast.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to like write everything down. What are we going on here?
I'm just pinged sword. I'm just gonna demolish this security op center really quick for a second. I got a guy stuck.
I demolished it
I
for
wanna
you.
see if I can. Thank you. I just want to see if I can recreate getting it. Like on, if you look on the other one on the far side on yellow,
Yeah.
there's a guy stuck underneath the antenna, the little bit that pokes out from outside the sandbags. I can't move him at all.
Where is he? Here, this guy?
This dude. Yeah, sword.
Sword. I have a Joe, and then I have Jason.
Ben Davis. Oh no, I'm trying to. Oh, can you not see me?
Oh, you're over
so-
there.
I can see it.
Yeah, this guy. So I had a couple units over there, and someone else placed it down. My engineer just runs over, pops it up. So I'm just curious if, like, I just want to see if I can get it to happen again, basically, with someone else.
Let me see if we can destroy
No way, I
it.
can still get in there.
Okay, I'm gonna destroy it, and then see if it moves. Yeah, it was a collision issue.
Yeah, I just want to see which way it works. I'm just going to quickly try to...
Do we have an
do it again
engineer
on the
over
other
here
side.
that we can rebuild this?
We should do.
I'm gonna get an engineer to rebuild that, and then I'm gonna take some more notes on that. So
Scheiße.
that was
Another issue, possibly Dark. If you, I'm currently using an operator, and I walked up to the barracks. It doesn't give me any purchase or change weapon buttons on the screen.
for the sock.
No. I'm an operator, and I walked up to the barracks,
Okay.
and I have no option for changing my weapon or purchasing a different weapon.
Oh, you can't do that for the operator.
Okay.
Right now, that's locked out for the operator because the only way we have to get the special customization window working for that. Because the operators have a gunsmith, so it's going to be completely different than the RTS window. It's a full screen customization window. Give me 1 second. Structures can block out units in their build radius, causing them to be permanently broken till you destroy the structure. Got that down.
I have a feeling it's like just with this the sock, and it's just that bit of the antenna that like hangs off the side. Trying to get it to happen again.
Oh shit, you're right. Because that upgrade, that's an individual collision object, so it's not
Yeah,
included in
so-
the base bounds.
Yeah. So what like? I'm just trying to do it there. Obviously, it has.
Is there
it's
any
like
other? Do the barracks or anything like if the generator? Do those do it, or is it just that one?
I reckon anything that upgrades and gets a larger size might do it. But I don't think I haven't played the game enough to tell you if anything does even do that. But because like the sock's footprint changes ever so slightly.
Yeah, no. Okay, so the current sock is a block out. When I have my way, that sock is going to be deleted and redone, and it's going to basically be like a helipad where a helicopter comes and drops off supplies and leaves, kind of like in Halo Wars. So it's one of those things where it's like it's just going to be a looping animation where like a Black Hawk or something comes and then it drops off a package and then it leaves and they load it. So it's currently just a placeholder because like how it was designed is not going to work in the ramifications of the RTS. Like it needs to be a hardened, solidified structure with no interior caveats like that, because that actually we had to make a general like box collision for it, which is why when you're near the sock and you try and build something, you'll notice that there's like a block around it, and it's like that just needs to be like the barracks or like the tent or something where it's just a box and there's no interior like empty space. So that's one of the things that we have to like redo per se. I gotta find the time for Dimitri and Efren, one of the two, to redo that asset. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely gonna fix that sock issue. They're spawning with an offset, not a replicated. It's not initializing the start vector correctly for where the parachute should start. Okay, that's fun. It's always starting at 000.
What's the
I see
what's the
something
button
interesting with
to
operator.
remove debris again?
L.
'Cause you changed the L. Yeah.
L for landscape mode, and then it also auto clears if you're using the builder tool. So you
Dark found. I think I found something else.
what's up?
My operator has no muzzle flash.
We know about that. The operators,
Okay.
all of the muzzle flashes were completely redone last night, and I have to spend probably an hour or two hunting down bugs and improving them tonight.
Roger.
I found one that's constant muzzle flash.
Yeah, okay, that was a crash again. It's the same one, so it's the vision grid system having an issue with memory. Okay, so I gotta go run and do some bug fixing and talk to Michael. You guys are welcome to keep playing. You guys can host your own games if you guys want to keep playing. Also, Maxim knows how to do it. Craig knows how to do it as well.
All right.
By the way, landscaping is only when you're building, right? So only when you have
You can
actual
landscape
structure in hand.
outside
you
of
can
building
landscape.
as well.
How do I do that?
Hold
Because I'm not
press
actually
L.
able to.
Press L for Lima.
L just gives me the grid formation, even though I have no one selected, and it gives me a text tier box.
Hold on, I'm joining your share screen.
If your grid formation is coming up, maybe you're still in the formation mode. And you have to...
I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm in RTS mode. I don't have anyone
Hold on.
selected, and also it's doing this as well. It doesn't matter where
It won't let me join your stream. Can you hold on?
I can record what I was saying, so I'll just record that very quickly for you.
I don't know why I can't join your
I'll
stream.
stick it in.
Is Krieg's hosting right now?
Okay, so show me.
Okay, so it's doing this as well. I can't stop it.
Press escape.
Where it's links.
And now press escape now reserve. And then try L again. Wow, I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah.
Are you a host or a client? Are you playing standalone?
This is a host. I'm saying it in hosting because it's the co-op test build. So I thought if it's hosted, I might run into more issues and bugs.
Can you restart the session to see if it fixes itself?
Could do.
No, don't do the console command. Press escape.
I'm just gonna bring myself back to Alcatraz.
Okay, and then now try it again. See what the heck?
See how it just did? You see how it did there at first? I think if you select an individual unit,
yeah.
Can
you break it for me
and
so I
then
can
you
write that
select
down?
off them. Yep.
How do I pop out your thing?
Okay.
Can you not pop out streams?
It's working now.
I'm really curious how you did that. See what I mean, though?
I don't know. I break shit all the time. I've got 2 bug reports for you already in the like 2 crashes. And
you must have hit
thing.
just the right comment. See, is there a blue?
It's still doing that. Stop now. I don't know what the fuck's.
Kriegs. So you're trying to do landscaping over that center base raised floor. The floor around our center base is a raised object, and that's why you lost your blue circle. No.
No, it's not that.
No, it's not. It's not. It's got a hard mesh,
So
even though it's got a raised. It doesn't.
If I'm understanding correctly, what's happening is that sometimes when you press L and you're holding left click or right click, you can bug it into a state of limbo.
The unit menu. Yeah, I think I did that initially. Somehow I managed to get this to override the actual landscaping.
Writing that down.
Maybe but now.
Yeah, I remember this. This was making me think about those tent pegs, where the tents had pegs that went down through the floor. The other night we had an issue with that.
Well, that's fixed now, but I know exactly what you mean. By spamming the command keys plus.
To see how many times it'll take for that to happen. I'm assuming it's just like a very once in a while rare case.
Well, I just wrote that down as a bug, so I can recreate that because
I'll send the video into the forum I've got anyway if you ever need the video.
Yeah, because the biggest thing is that when you're in landscape mode, it needs to intercept and know, because even if you have units selected, that's the biggest issue, is that you can't have L binded and then also have the landscape mode. It's one or the other. So that's what's happening, is that there's a command override that's occurring. That key cannot be shared. It is the moral of the story. And that's why this is occurring. That's weird, because L is way over there. So why would that trigger something? K is the last key. No, but L is the formation one. That's right.
So it sounds like it's going to be a really tricky problem when you get to the point of building a key mapper. You will have to tell players certain keys are off limits.
Basically. I got to think about that one. Because again, the biggest problem is that we either have to change the landscape key to another key entirely, or we have to basically add an override or priority stack system. I think we're going to end up having to move the landscape tool to another key entirely, just to keep it to where there's no overlap and we don't have to worry about like prioritization of like do this sometimes, but then sometimes only do this.
I figured out how the formation took over the landscaping. It's because if you actually build a structure, then the landscaping won't continue. because that's how I got it to appear in the first place. I'll put the context in once it's done processing.
Okay.
And it's done processing.
No, cannot be.
Send it in.
I posted some more pics in the general comms of me. I've noticed the muzzle flash not matching where the gun or turret was pointing, and another one.
Don't worry about the muzzle flash ones.
Yeah,
I know about every
we know
single
about
one
that.
of them. I'm going to be hunting them all down and testing the muzzle flashes with the rest of the bugs for the rest of the night.
Okay, so I've managed to find the vehicle on which you can get by yourself without any assistance as operator. It is the one near the SOC. I think value one, if I'm not mistaken. The white car.
Can you take a picture?
Yep.
Okay.
And you can get through the front.
Okay.
I was spamming crouch button, but I don't think it's as necessary.
Oh, that's why Discord wouldn't let me screenshot it. It was because hide from streaming apps was on under streamer options. Okay, so that will fix that issue. So now the Twitch chat can see Krieg's stream. All right, so I'm going to run away. And I got to go get started on some bugs. I'll leave the build up for a little bit longer until you guys get bored. Other than I'll shut it down so I can just prep the next build in the next 24 to 48 hours. Because I'll aim for another playtest, worst case, around Thursday. Maybe sooner if we get enough stuff fixed, but it just kind of depends. Because between me and Derek, we need to aim to get at least another 24 bugs rectified in the next 24 to 48 hours. So we can just keep the pace. All right, you guys have a good night. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for watching on Twitch. And we'll definitely do another playtest in a couple of days.